Welcome back to the Real Mac Moves! Yeah. The ladies edition. Hey, us girls, we just want to have fun. Real Mac Moves gone wild today in the studio. As always, a dose of high energy edutainment. We have a few special ladies in the studio today. Yes, the JMac is outnumbered, and I love it. First up, my co-hostess with the mostest, my guest co-host with the most today, Brooke the Hammer Brenner. She's our team manager, helping these agents nail down these contracts. She was wondering where I was going with that, with the hammer of hers. She brought her tool belt.
I always do.
Yes, and the trifecta would not be complete without the one and only Christina, you're approved, Waggoner.
You're approved. I love it.
Yes, folks, we are the three Houseketeers. You like that, huh?
I like it.
We got the keys. And all we do is win, win, win. Come on, we got the what?
The
Keys. And all we do is win. Remember, everyone, when choosing who will represent you, experience matters. And partnerships give you the competitive edge to win. I don't know what happened. That was quite the transition, but we will take it. There's no do-overs at the Real Mac Moves. Here we are. That wasn't so bad.
No?
Did you like that intro?
Loved it.
Okay, good.
Always exciting.
So, in seriousness, we have Christina Waggoner from First Option Mortgage in the house. Thank you for being here. She is our preferred go-to lender. And Brooke Brenner, say hello to the audience.
Hello, audience.
She is our team manager, promoted from within. Why don't you tell everybody what your role is?
My role would be, I have the pleasure of overseeing and training all of the agents.
That's quite the task.
Making sure everybody is doing what they're supposed to do.
Cracking that whip.
Negotiations, writing contracts, getting everybody to the closing table, inspections.
All of that stuff.
All that fun stuff.
And you don't spend any time on the phone. You just do this all, via email. Where's the laugh track?
Yeah.
No, we want to talk about a lot of things. So, Christina, I should probably talk about I can take these glasses off now. I should probably talk about our origin story. Rob, cue the dramatic music. I like the soothing sound you had playing earlier. So we're going to tell everybody how it all began and how it all started. Do you remember?
I do.
Do you remember? Okay, here's how it went. So, in real estate, I get interruptions daily from solicitors. So many. Title companies, lenders, who else?
Marketing.
These people that want to flip homes. Do you have any distressed properties? I get those calls all the time. So I get a call from Christina one day because there is this software and technology that basically lenders have, right? Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
You can look up volume and stuff.
You can. It has all of the realtor's information. It shows volume.
Yep.
It shows types of loans that they're working with. It also shows who they're working with, what lenders, title companies they're working with, and in what regions and areas in the homes that they've closed.
So much like a brand new agent that, no one wants to work their sphere because, you can't make a living your first 12 months on your sphere. That's your friends and family. So you have to go out there and make relationships and find relationships. So you got to go out there and kind of shake hands and grovel and get to know your fellow realtors. And so you basically, I get those calls every day. Please take me off your list. So I get a call from Christina one day, and I don't know, she slipped past the goalie. We had a good conversation. She's really good on the phone, sounded like an attractive woman on the other side, so that didn't hurt either, right?
The girl voice.
The girl voice. But no, she was very articulate, very intelligent, funny, bubbly. So I enjoyed our conversation. But you remember what I told you?
Yep, you're all tied up.
I'm all booked up, babe. Because I've already got all these relationships.
No room for you, babe.
Yeah, so I love the 3 screen right there. Ladies, look. It's the ladies edition. I was with market-based pricing on Zillow, so I had 5 preferred lenders. We were spending 7 figures a year. So each lender had their credit card on file for $100,000, $500,000 between the 5. And so basically I told you I don't have any room for new relationships because I already have the golden handcuffs. So I can't entertain, and not that I'm toxic, not that you're toxic, but I can't entertain any more relationships.
Right. You're already committed.
Yeah. But
You're
I
loyal.
said, please check back with me from time to time because you never know what's going to happen, because you were a smooth operator. And she's like, okay, I'll call you tomorrow. No. So, but anyway, so she would call once a month, and it's funny behind the scenes. I didn't know this till the other day because you said, no, I didn't call you once a month. I called you what?
Once a week.
And I would only answer probably once a month.
Right.
Because,
I had you on a specific day I was going to call you.
Yeah, because I'm always slammed, and I live my life on the phone. So 6 months later, persistence. So this is a good message. I'm going somewhere there. So had you only made 1 phone call, like most agents do, or 2 phone calls, I said no how many times until I said yes?
At least 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like no doesn't mean no. We weren't on a date or anything, so no doesn't mean no, right? So it means keep trying, which is what you did.
Right.
And then I like the slapping sound effect. And so finally, the day that you called, I said, hey, great news. Guess what? There's an opening. Where's the music at, Rob? And this is so very dramatic. It's moving there. Oh, I like this. Yes, it's like a little Mozart.
Like you're going to lead up to something.
So basically what happened that day is I'm like, you know what? There's an opening. And she's like, I'll bring you lunch. I think she fed me. We had a little conversation. So fast forward, you were with, should we say the name or?
Sure.
Click and Close, you were with them. And then we put it together. You're our 5th preferred lender.
Yep.
And that worked out amazingly. And then Brooke decides to throw me a 50th surprise birthday party, and she thought it'd be a good idea to put all our preferred lenders at the same table. No conflict of interest, but no big deal.
Her heart was in the right place.
It was.
Yeah.
So you and I talked about doing a little something because I knew that this flex was on the horizon where I would no longer need co-marketing agents. And so I was talking about, opening it up, the P&L and getting with, our own preferred lender. And so we had started that conversation, but it wasn't the right time.
Right.
And sometimes in life, it's about timing. So, needless to say, at the other end of the table, well, I think me and Brooke are arguing on the other side of the table. Or we were having a conversation we were talking about. It's my birthday, right?
Your birthday.
It was my birthday. So, so what happened was someone else, one of my other preferred lenders, is down there recruiting you, basically, right out from underneath me.
Yep.
So we kind of put that conversation on pause, which is fine because it wasn't a year later until the opportunity opened up for us to continue our relationship in the different manner that it is now. And so it wasn't the right time then.
Right.
But it was the right time a year ago when we started the basically first option mortgage journey that we're on now together.
Right.
So branch manager, we have our own P&L, and you're our go-to preferred lender for the team.
Right.
And we keep you super busy.
Slam.
And so just the progression of how our relationship progressed, it could have just as easily not. Because you could have just said, okay, I'm not going to call this guy again. And I think that's your biggest strong suit is because you do that even with our own clients now. And I was telling that to our agents. We had a team meeting today. So I was telling our agents about that because it does make sense even with follow-up with your own clients. They may say no. They may not answer. Do you stop at just one try? You keep going until they buy or die,
right?
Or tell you to F off, right?
Yep.
So you keep trying, persistence, and you did.
I don't take offense to it.
No, and then you do that same thing with our own clients. You have better follow-up game than the agents on my team, basically. Your follow-up game is so strong that you have out-survived and out-followed up agents that are no longer on the team. And they're like, hey, guess what? We started last month with 2 people that you've been working for almost a year.
Right.
And the agents weren't even here anymore, the original ones.
Right.
That's strong.
Yep.
Right. So let's talk about that part. Like, why work with an agent's lender? Why would you do that? That's a bad idea. They already have a pre-approval. Should they not get a second opinion? How much does that cost them to get a second opinion?
Nothing.
0. Does it hurt their credit?
No, not at all.
Not at all. It's designed, especially when you're buying a house, not like applying for a credit card or buying a car, where a dealer could just jam you up and have 12 different inquiries. It's not like that on a mortgage.
Right.
You're allowed to shop, but sometimes only the second choice or second opinion is all you really need. And so we're really good at that, aren't we, Brooke?
Extremely.
Yes. So where should we go with that? I want to kind of hand that over to you, or maybe before I hand it over to you, Brooke, how much easier of an experience is it, and why, when we deal with our own preferred lender or when we're dealing with Christina, rather than just someone coming in with their own pre-approval?
Smooth sailing, all the way down to from start to finish. I would say from how fast she calls them.
Speed to lead.
Yep. So when I pick up the phone, if I'm done showing, I call her. She's calling right after.
Yeah.
So immediately.
Sometimes you have to.
It's also a thing of familiarity too, right?
Yeah.
Because it's so routine and then we have our little spiel up front, like, hey, listen, do me a favor, just have a conversation. You said to the agents in the meeting, I thought it was brilliant. You said, hey, let's just pick her brain.
Yep.
Because then it's very non-committal.
Yeah.
And we're not just trying to like, hey, just no, do an app. We don't push it. Just have a conversation. Knowledge is power. Just pick her brain, because believe me, she's got a lot of brain to pick, and some of these other loan offers out there doesn't have as much brain to pick.
There's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah.
Different scenarios, unknowns, I should say. And so Christina's my go-to person. Let's call her on 3-way.
Well, and
let's pick her brain and let's ask. You want to know. You have a question you want to know. Let's pick her brain, and we get that answered, and it typically leads to
a contract.
A contract.
And a closing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we get those reviews. I was talking today, you heard me tell the story about Kiefer, one of our newer agents, first-time home buyer. He was a veteran, and this is a great story, he bought a duplex and got approved, and then he's going to put a renter on the other side, basically to pay his mortgage and pay it for him. Mm-hmm. But his review, I should find it, said as follows, like he basically thanked, Christina, Brooke, Kiefer for such a great experience. And he said, if I can give him 10 stars, I would. What a great experience all around, because it was a true partnership. It was a true team effort on that. And so, we're speaking to both buyers, sellers, and other agents in the industry, how very important it is. Experience does matter when you're buying a home or selling a home. So when you are dealing with someone with a proven track record, systems in place, and partnerships, lean into that, because that's going to give you the competitive edge that you're going to need to get a way better deal. 74% of the agents last year and the year before sold 0 transactions. I'll give you even crazier stat. Less than 0.25% sold more than 10 homes. We've closed thousands and thousands of homes, help hundreds of families a year. Between just Brooke and I, we've been doing it for we're showing our age. Almost 3 decades. 3 freaking decades. And I was in, before real estate, I've been in real estate. I was in the car business for 20 years. So I've been in retail for almost 4 decades at 52 years young. Bad to the bone I am. So that really does matter, because you're not going to run into one solo agent that can say they've closed thousands of transactions, right? No. So Brooke, since you've gotten promoted to your position of team manager, I mean, it's safe to say you've gone from selling 40 to 50 homes a year to hundreds. because you're involved very intimately. You're able basically to use that brain as a commodity and the skill set of all the experience you have, and to do it remotely and to step in and take yourself. I took you off the streets, basically. Took you off the block. And now she can work from home in her PJs, or dressed like today.
Yeah. I dress to impress.
She is the casual closer.
The casual closer.
I mean, we're all casual today. This is a very casual.
I'm very flexual.
She's flexual. So those payments, I mean, we'll find some flexual payments for you if that's what you want.
I'm your huckleberry.
That too. So in all seriousness, I mean, it really is so much better of a buying experience for you as a consumer when you're dealing with people that have familiar relationships and have the uniformity of doing this day in, day out. Like what Brooke said, that doesn't happen in the real world. You don't jump on the phone with the lender and your realtor and start talking payments and do this and do that. And you guys are probably laughing like goofballs too with the clients too. I mean, they're laughing too. Yeah. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. That don't happen. You do that with any other. Well, you don't really need any other realtor clients at this point. But
and we do a lot of night. We're writing a lot of offers at night too.
10:30 at night. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we have many times. We got to get stuff in, get it done. And
yeah, I mean, Christina, she's only got that one child, that fur baby of hers, that she's just got to water it every now and then, take it for a walk, right?
Water it.
Well, lots of walks, lots of water.
Every time I talk to her, a lot of times she's Asher. Right?
Yeah.
I take an Asher for the walk. I just take an Asher for the walk. Right?
Yeah. That's when I have time to catch up.
Yeah. So I mean, this really is a 7 days a week, 365 days a year industry, really.
It is.
And the weekends are when people are writing offers for the most part. Yep. You're not going to get a hold of your credit union or bank in a multiple offer scenario on a Saturday.
No.
And what if Monday is a holiday? You are effed, aren't you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, it's okay. That is why you want to trust that referral, or at least pick the brain and have the conversation with the preferred lender, because it will be so much of a better experience because of that, and you truly will get a better deal because of the competitive edge, because we do this too many times a month to count. Right. So, and we're doing it over and over and over again. Nothing is worse than doing a deal with a buyer's lender that we can't get a hold of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's the worst. They lose. They're going to end up paying more, bringing more to the table. There's going to be an overstop. It's just going to be a nightmare. You've actually saved a few of our deals where, a buyer may have started with their lender and they couldn't get it done, or they weren't happy, and then you swooped in and made it happen.
Yeah, that's what I do.
What am I missing, Brooke? The Hammer Brenner.
What I was going to touch on was a few of our clients. Well, we work with a lot of out-of-state clients, buyers, that are working with a loan officer from California or New York.
Yep.
Michigan.
So, which is so important to have someone here local that knows the market and just.
Yeah, but not just that, but we have a working relationship, right? We speak to you multiple times a day. I mean, Brooke, you're probably on the phone with her hours a day, every day, right?
Multiple times, yeah.
So, I mean, that's what you need, Mr. and Mrs. Buyer or seller, to get the very best experience. That's what you need, right? It's more than just dollars and cents, but because of the volume that we do, listen, we do have the opportunity to be competitive. We never really miss. And we have some things that we can do. There are some things we can't control, but there's many things that we can. And if something comes up and there's a surprise, which oftentimes in real estate it does, Christina will pick up the phone and she'll call me and she'll say, hey, can we do this? And I'm like, whatever we got to do to get to the finish line. Isn't that all? Have I ever said no?
Nope, never. Every single time.
So I should digress and say that, there are these little disclosures that we have to have filled out, an affiliate business disclosure, basically, because of the relationship and the, personal interest in the lending circumstance. And because of that, you as the consumer, there's times where we can make a call that something's going to come up and this person refuses and that person refuses. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just make it happen. Take care of the client. Yep. You're not going to get that anywhere else.
No. You're not.
You know, so a second opinion, it doesn't hurt, right? When you get good service at the restaurant, you pay a little more, right? You give them a better tip. If you get horrible service, you pay a little less. It's not even like we're asking you to pay more, because many times they don't have to.
Right.
Right? But if you get to the closing table, maybe it's worth it, right?
Yeah.
But we're still always the best deal in town.
Always.
And all you got to do is make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 payments and just refinance that sucker later when the rates go down, right?
That's true.
So why should I buy right now? We're hearing a lot. Well, I'm just going to wait. I want to wait till they don't even know what. They just freeze up. Human nature.
They're uncertain.
Yeah. And that's what it is. Well, let's talk it out. You know what? I tell people all the time. It's one of my favorite lines. Numbers don't lie. People do. Right? So let's just look at the numbers. There's always truth in the numbers.
Always.
Knowledge is power.
Yep.
There's truth in numbers. Let's just take a look at it. If it doesn't make sense, then we just move on. We'll do it when it makes sense.
Right.
I promise you right now, it's going to make more sense now than later.
It always does.
Because if you're in the market and you've got the itch, scratch it. You deserve it. Let's just make sure that you can afford it.
Right.
And it physically, makes sense, fiscally responsible. So why would someone want to buy right now or sell right now versus 6 months from now?
Well, I can name a couple of reasons.
Let's name them.
Well, I would
that's
say
why we're here.
With the property tax reform that is hopefully going to be passed.
We are so excited. Cue the dramatic music.
Yeah.
This governor of ours, man, this is very, very exciting what's about to happen. Yeah. Okay, we'll work with this. We'll make this happen.
It's going to open up so many
It's already all on the ballot for sure.
Yeah.
And so now it's in the hands of homeowners who are fed up paying $600 to $700 to $800 a month on taxes.
Right.
Or how about like in places like, I don't know, Sun City Center, they might own their home, but they're renting it from the state government. That our governor's already said, I mean, they have a surplus, they have an excess. Don't worry about schools, don't worry about police. There's money there. We're going to be fine. He's even talking about giving them special grants if they need it, right? Nobody's going to suffer, but if you own your home, you shouldn't have to rent it.
Right.
Right?
Right, because that's not really owning it.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
So now many people that could not, and you know what he said I thought was very interesting, if you're interested. He said the biggest target of people most affected by this, who would you say?
That will be most affected?
No, right now because of the higher taxes that are most affected. Who this will be the biggest relief for?
The retarees.
Nope.
No? Well, the first-time home buyers.
That's it. Bingo. Yeah. Ding, I need the ding, 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 ding. Because
of course, because they're going to be the ones that it's going to open up $150,000 in buying power that they didn't have before.
They're priced out. That's why a lot of them just continue renting.
Yep.
You know, if they're looking at home in Riverview for $4.25, they might be able to afford the mortgage payment until you add $900 to the payment for the taxes.
Right.
10, 11 grand in some places on a $400,000 house.
Yep.
So that $2,000 payment's now $3,500 or something. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So a lot of those first-time home buyers potentially are going to continue on renting.
Yep.
Because of that. So now they've got this reason.
Yeah.
So don't wait until January.
Right.
Because if everybody waits till January, then what?
You're going to have less inventory.
And then we already know what happened last time that happened.
Less negotiation power.
Yeah. Less negotiating prices went through the roof. Yeah. You're competing against 20 to 30 other offers.
You will not get closing costs.
No closing costs. You might have to bring the difference in the appraisal. You know, if it appraises for less, you're bringing the difference.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons.
Yep.
Right now, sellers are still flexible.
Yep.
They're very flexible right now. So what happens is you can get a good deal right now. Maybe negotiate a little off the house.
Yep.
You can get a credit towards your closing cost. They're going to have they're going to pay close attention during inspection and probably do a little bit more than it normally would do. And some of the deals that we're getting done, I'm like, I don't know how we did that because there's markets. Yeah. I mean, you would be laughed at.
You guys are amazing.
It's insane what we do sometimes.
I know.
I can't even believe it myself. Sometimes I go, well, let's just start right here really high.
I have way more faith in you guys than I think you guys do. I'm like, yeah, just do this. And you're like,
oh, it's insane.
You're like, no. And then it always happens and then some.
It's great when your lender backs up on that left. What they just did last week on the last 3 or 4.
Oh, I know. I talk you guys up all the time. I definitely make your job harder by telling everybody how amazing you
Listen,
are.
I get surprised sometimes. I'm like, so we'll see him. We're like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And then what's that happened this morning? Yep. We're going to go proceed forward. Offer accepted.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Like, you mean you don't want to counter?
Yeah. A lot of times.
We already had it going.
Yeah.
Like, no, we would never say that. Obviously,
Right.
but it's fun. We can get good deals right now. Go ahead and wait if you want to pay more.
Yeah. That's the only reason why you should wait.
That's it.
Yeah.
If you were to close
physically-
July 1st, 2nd, 3rd, your first payment's not going to be till September anyway. Right? And in January, if everything passes, your payment immediately goes down.
Yep.
Right? So we have inventory right now. Dealers are more fluctual, right? So they're more fluctual in the payments. And the rates aren't even that high.
Right.
No, they're not.
They're not high.
No, not historically.
And-
They're pretty moderate.
But wait, there's more.
And the sellers, what we're getting is the sellers to buy down the rate.
You could do that too. Easily.
Pay for the buyer's
Easily.
buy down.
Yep.
So we're
Interest rate
negotiating
buy downs is
all of
very
that in.
negotiable right now.
Yep. Sellers paying them.
So, but wait, so what you're telling me is we can get you a low interest rate right now.
Yes.
We can get you more off the house right now.
Yep.
We can bring less money to the table,
Yep.
maybe as little as none. We may be able to negotiate all of your closing costs to be paid.
Right.
And are there programs out there almost near 100% financing?
There are.
Yeah.
And
Also, 100.
But wait, there's more.
and during the inspection period, we're able to get even more credits
We
for the most
are
part.
going
Usually,
to just.
so that's another reason why.
I mean, we're going to crush that.
would
We're
stop, too.
so good at that because we have
Or
so
new
much
roofs.
practice.
Or new roofs.
Yeah, new everything.
Yep.
Solar panels, new roofs.
Yep.
We like to try to stay away from the solar panels, but if it has it, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
If there's a problem, we'll solve it. So no, in seriousness, I'm just amazed and shocked some of the deals that we negotiate, even during inspection. So as is contracts means the seller as you see it is as you get it. And we tell our clients, because we don't like to give false expectations. We don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. So we're going to tell them, like, this is an as-is contract. As you see it today is as you get it. You only have the right to inspect, and you have the right to cancel. It doesn't mean you're going to ask the seller to rebuild this house.
Right.
Do you see that big stain in the pool? That's your stain, right?
Right.
Do you see so it's got an irrigation system. That's a luxury item. It's not an insurable item. So if 3 things just like they're spewing all over the place are not working, those are your non-working sprinkler heads, right? They're $100-some to fix. So we're looking at insurability items, right? So the main thing the seller is responsible for is to make sure that they can say no to that too, but if they want that finance deal to close and get insurance, it needs to at least be insurable.
Right.
Or safety or hazard or things like that, mold, et cetera, et cetera. So, but they don't have to say yes to any of that. But if they want to sell their home, they usually do.
Yeah.
But we tell our clients and set the right expectations. Listen, we're going to do a little of this. We're going to go ahead and ask them for everything. And they're probably going to say no to most everything but these things.
Right.
Right? So we're going to ask, but they may not give. But we're going to do it anyway. So just be prepared for them to say no. And then we'll come up with a strategy of, but sometimes what happens is they're like, okay, we'll do it.
Yep.
And then we get more than what we were supposed to get.
Yeah.
All
You
the
guys are
time.
notorious for that.
We are so sneaky good.
I know you are.
So I love it.
Not
It's
even
fun.
a lie.
Most agents hate inspections.
You guys are so
We're
good
like,
at it. It's no
I'll
big
get
deal.
you, my pretty.
So serious.
My precious.
Hence the one we were going to take Friday. We were getting a $3,000 credit
Yeah.
for inspections.
And the buyer agreed to the 3,000.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes what happens is we'll just go in at 6 so we can get. So probably counter at 3 and we'll settle for.
No, the buyer thought they were getting 3, and Brooke was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go in and ask for more, even after."
We asked. So I went back in and asked for 6.
Yeah.
Landed at 4,500.
And then the buyer texts me. I thought we were only getting 3,000. What is this 4,500?
Yeah.
I was like, Brooke and Vicky negotiated more for you.
That's the agent commission upcharge.
Well, we made sure to slap that in and get it signed before we stuck them with the VA.
Slipped it.
The VA. Repairs.
Appraisal
That's what we did.
repairs.
Yeah.
Smacked it, flipped it, rubbed it down.
Yeah,
all of that good stuff.
All the listing agents are gonna love you guys.
We are listing agents. I wouldn't say worst nightmare because I will tell you, like, it's always warm fuzzies when I get an email that says we had such a great experience with you. It was such a good. So when we work with a lot of the same agents and like, oh, the McIntosh group, great, this is going to go well.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, no, they love you.
And it makes a big difference. I tell agents that all the time. Play nice with your peers. Because we have a blacklist too. We know like this person and this person, wacko, you know. So we always try to play nice with they're definitely toxic. A few of them. So we always try to play nice because your paths will cross again. So because of our relationships, even with other peers in the industry, that gives our clients an edge.
Yeah.
Because chances are we worked with them before.
Yeah.
We have won many offers where we were up against
multiple and
because of
the pine woods. They love us for the pine woods, the Ken and the other.
But we've got offers accepted because they knew our reputation. So
yeah, I mean it's always smooth. We get to the table and we have a real team effort because we have a transaction coordinator, you know, the team manager. Then we do a pretty good job of like kind of covering each other as we're slammed all day long. So. Like, I'm always looking at everything, so I might go in and do something before she would ask me to do it, right? I wear 2 name tags. One of them says BB. It's Brooks bitch, and then the other one, hey, what? Yeah, I said it. No, that's just support, right? I mean, we do what it takes to get the job done, right?
Yes.
And let me ask you, Christina, have you ever had more fun working with an agent group?
Never.
I mean, you really don't need to. I mean, you're like the Jackie Cousteau, and we're like your Moby Dick. You harpooned a whale, basically, because you don't need to go out there and waste time. You don't have time to go out there and schmooze other realtors. I mean, you can't. You don't have time.
I am so busy.
How many times a day do we call you? Multiple.
Yeah, multiple times a day. I love it, though. I love being a part of the team.
So
making it happen.
Okay, why buy now? I think we talked about that. Is it a good time for sellers to sell right now?
Do I think it's a good time for the sellers to sell? Yes. If they want to move up, they have the opportunity to get into a home where, I mean, why would somebody want to sell? Because they want to buy, right? Right.
There it is. Ding, 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 ding. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Because listen, what you don't get on your home, you're going to make up on the other end.
Oh, I have a true story about that.
Yes, I want to hear it. But if you price it right, you're going to get what you need out of it. Go.
I had a true story. Anthony
Is
and
this
Sasha.
the Benny Hill?
No, listen. They bought their home in a flood zone area, and it was one of the worst flood storms that happened. So the prices in this pocket of Tampa went down a little bit.
Yep.
So they sold it for a little bit under what they paid for. But you know what they did? They made up in their new home purchase. The appraisal came in $120,000.
Wow.
More.
I didn't know that.
It did.
Wow.
$120,000 more.
That's amazing.
Boom, 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 boom.
So they made up for it.
Now, did you do the right thing and pay $120,000 more for the home?
No, they didn't.
No.
That's a lot.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's a true story. It happened 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that would have been the Christian thing to do, but never. So, good stuff. Okay. What else do I have here on my list? I want to talk about some things. So what you're really good at too are, I want to talk about buyers because buyers get all nervous and like, I don't know if it's the right time to buy or they don't think they can buy. There's a lot of myths. Let's dispel every myth out there.
Okay, let's do it.
First off, like you can literally, we said almost 100% financing. There are programs out there like that. We can negotiate your closing cost.
Yeah.
There's grants. There's different ways to almost limit near nothing to the table.
Right.
As long as you have the employment and the debt to income is okay.
Yep.
So you don't need, if an average price point of a home, median price point in Tampa is like $425, $400.
Right.
A lot of things going on. Let's just say people think 20% is 80 grand. They think they need 80 grand to buy a home. And that's just a down payment.
Nope.
Right? So you literally don't, because there's many different programs out there. So 20% down is just the LTV, which what that means is loan to value. You're putting 20% down to finance 80% of the loan, right?
Of the home, yeah, of the purchase.
So there are different programs out there, even for first-time home buyers. If you happen to be able to qualify conventionally speaking, there's like Home Ready, there's as low as 3% down, 5% down.
Yep.
FHA is 3.5% down, right? So $300,000 house, it's just 10.5, right? So there's two buckets. You have closing cost bucket, a down payment bucket. People get these things always confused. So they're two different sets of numbers. So you have money in this bucket, money in that bucket. So, okay, go back to the $400,000 house. Let's say you are putting 10% down. So you have 40 grand in this bucket. You'll still need the closing costs too, which have really nothing to do with the down payment.
Right.
So closing costs are basically like your prepaids and all the fees associated with the loan. So what's a prepaid? So the escrow account, right? So the escrow account pays for your taxes, pays for your homeowner's insurance, and the lender's paying that on your behalf. It's already in your payment. If your payment's $3,000, it already has your taxes and your homeowner's included.
Right.
So what they do up front, the prepaid, is they fund that escrow account by the first year. If taxes are $5,000, it's $5,000 right there. If the homeowner's insurance is $1,500 or $6,500, the closing cost just right there. Then any lender fees, broker fees, title fees,
Government.
that's all included there too. We like to say generally 3 to 4% of purchase price. So maybe another 10, 12, 15, 16 grand. That's if they're not buying down a rate. So it could be almost as, yeah, so there is a lot of that there. And that's where people get all kind of freaked out. Knowledge is power. We can simplify it and dumb it down by, okay, let's talk about what you do have and let's work backwards, the numbers backwards.
Right.
We'll find the home, because there's always things we can negotiate. Every seller has a different set of circumstances. Some are more lenient and flexible than others, right? I love that word. It's the word of the day, flexible. And so they're more motivated, perhaps. They need to sell very, very fast so they can close on the other one they're waiting to get into to remove the home contingency. So there's many different factors there. So let's just start with, what do you have? Right?
Yeah.
There's other places it can come from, like gift funds from a relative, etc.
Down payment assistance.
Yeah, so we just start with, okay, what do you have? $8,000, $10,000, no grand,
No
$2,000, $3,000. What you got? You know?
Yeah.
You know? And then we just basically go from there. The other thing is too, like, well, I don't know about my credits, right?
My credits.
So, I mean, you know, okay, rapid rescore. I love saying that. I'm doing all the talking. How rude of me doing
really
all the
well.
talking. Okay, I know.
You want me to talk about rapid rescore?
I do. I want Brooke to talk about rapid rescore first.
Brooke, you talk about rapid rescore.
Looking pretty.
I'm gonna do the
You want to do something different?
kind thing.
Go ahead.
And let Christina explain the rapid rescore.
So here's what a rapid rescore is.
She explains it so much better than I can.
We put it in a stimulator. Oh, it's a simulator. It's not a stimulator. We put it in a simulator and we get very stimulated when we raise your score. Go ahead.
We put it in the simulator and it comes back out all pretty.
Oh, good.
It's a simulation. No, in all seriousness, just in the past 7 to 14 days, you get a credit. You get a 700. You get a 700. You get a 700.
Seriously.
You get a 680.
Yeah. You get 100 points increase. You get a 20-point increase.
That's
you
what
get a 30.
happens.
Yep, that's how it happens, and it all the time. Probably a good 3 to 4 people a month. I'm doing the simulations and putting them in a position to be able to go under contract within a month or 90 days.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So what exactly, so people understand?
Yep.
So we do a soft credit check up front. So the soft credit check doesn't affect the person's credit. It's not a hard
Well
hit.
played,
And
Brooke Brenner.
a lot of people have a concern about, well, I don't want it to hurt because I'm not ready. No effect to the credit.
Let me take up the world's smallest violin.
No effect to the credit whatsoever.
We're not going to put you in harm's way, is what she's saying.
Exactly. So this simulation reads the bureaus, and it knows the algorithm.
Patrick.
And it says, okay, this person has a 560 credit score, and if they do this, this, and this, so X, Y, and Z, then it'll go up to 701.
And it's mostly utilization is the biggest thing, right?
Sometimes it's just paying off like a Geico $300
collection or something?
collection,
Okay.
or a T-Mobile, and these are all recent, so they're popping into my head, like $200 to T-Mobile, or a medical collection that was only $200 that they didn't know about. Credit utilization does have a lot to do with it, but even those little collections make a huge
you know what?
difference.
There's something else too that's going into the debt income part, because if we could negotiate nearly 15 grand credit, now they have 15,000 more, and they had that money. Let's say.
That's what we do. Is like if they
use
have
that
this money
yeah.
for their I have $15,000 that I wanted to use for my down payment and closing costs, and I see this 15,000, and I see 4,000 on their credit that's going to increase their score from a 620 to a 720.
Yeah.
I'm going to save them money by recommending and providing them a very accurate
You're leaving them better when you
guide.
found them. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get you up to a 700. We're going to put you in a better program. Your rate's going to be better. And also the seller's going to pay for your closing costs, and you're going to get in your home in 30 days.
And we can do that right there on that darn Alta, right? Because so on a closing statement, Altas, you'll see like, okay, it disperses right at the freaking table in many cases, right? So when they close, those creditors, look at me, excuse me, those creditors are going to get paid in full. So you did leave them better than you found them.
Absolutely.
It's a real team effort, tag team, because based upon our awesome negotiating skills, and this one right here, I mean, I give her props all the time. She says, "No, I'm not. I am not."
She's the best.
She's so modest, right?
Oh, thank you.
She doesn't realize it.
But a lot of it is because she's very good at schmoozing the listing agents.
I'm a schmoozer.
She schmoozes them. Yep.
Over the phone.
Well, she got a selfie the other day from a client that basically told the other person to go away.
Oh, yeah.
No, we were telling a story today in the meeting. Agents give up too easily. Like, no, I just want to talk to the listing agent. Well, so instead of trying to tell him all the reasons why you don't want to talk to a listing agent, which is true, 100% of it, I have like 3 pages here that I can tell you why not to talk to a listing agent.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, but what is it that I can get? What could I answer for you right now?
Right.
Yeah. What question you got?
And that was it.
I want to solve your solutions.
Yeah.
So then later on, it gave her the opportunity to, well, if I were you, and this is what I tell my clients, why you want to work with a buyer's agent.
That didn't even come up after I got his questions answered.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's all
a lot
he cared
of times.
about. He just
wanted the questions answered.
He just
right
had
away.
questions, and he just wanted them answered right away.
Yeah.
So I got them answered.
So like for us, some of our pain points with dealing with leads, we're a big lead generation team, and these leads are expensive and they're paid for, and it's a loss of opportunity for us because we make a living closing homes, but we don't get what we want until our client gets what they want. So it's people over paycheck, really. I did a podcast. We had a little jingle. It's people over paycheck, right? And that was our little jingle. If you just worry about the client in front of you, you'll have more closings. Another one and another one and another one and another one that you. It's funny. Alfonso quotes me now. I do these little. I love putting those little reels together, right?
Yeah.
And so we had all the guys, and actually Rob took all the pictures, right? We have them come in and we make memes out of them, right? Where Alfonso has his glasses on, he's pointing here and he's doing this, right?
Oh.
So yeah, and so I always kind of like to do a voiceover, right? So I did and another one, right? And so I don't know if you noticed that today in the group chat this morning. We have a team chat, group chat on WhatsApp, and Alfonso said, and another one. That's what he wrote on there.
Yeah, I didn't.
Right? Because he's basically quoting my voiceover that I like to do.
Yeah.
I get a little carried away. I like to have fun, do a little voiceover.
Aspecca.
Yeah.
We have a new agent.
He speaks 5 languages. He's going to be on not the next episode or the episode, but the episode after that. We're going to talk about his story. I'll spoil alert it a little bit, but he came in as a Zillow lead, and he was an actual client, and Brooke was the agent, and had such a great time. Here he is now. He's got 5 pending, so freaking great. So a little taste into. We're going to tell that story, actually, and he speaks 5 languages. Yeah, and he's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice guy.
Hey, it's me, Luigi. No, it's me, Alfonso.
I tell him every time he talks.
He talks with his hands.
Afterwards.
I know, it makes me so roca. I want some roca. I want the pasta I never got to eat. Anyway, so going back to, yes, it is the right time to buy. It is the right time to sell. Don't wait. We have more reasons now than then. So folks, if you're out there, just pick our brain. Have a conversation, right? Let's pros and cons it. Let's do a pros and cons list. Let's look at all the reasons why you should buy right now. Let's, compare it to the reasons why maybe you shouldn't. I don't know that there's going to be a lot of reasons right now to wait. Wait for what? I need to save more money. What does more money down really do?
Tell me if I'm a buyer. This is what we hear on a daily.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait because I know.
And then you know why?
I'm going to wait because I know the
prices are going
to be going down.
Okay. You had all your stats there. You can break them out and talk about them. But I'll give you kind of the cliff notes. And we had COVID. And then we had, prices just went crazy. One year it was like 24% increase. The next year it was like 14. It was near 40% in 2 years.
Altogether.
Over $100,000. Right? And then it was funny because in like 2024, they're like, declining home prices down 6%. Well, knuckleheads, we were up 40%. So you're still ahead 34%, right?
Well, it's 3.2 if on average, right? In Hillsborough County, 3.2%.
Yeah,
increase in
before all the madness. Yeah. A home used to appreciate it between 1 to 5%.
5%.
Yeah, is before everything. But we had appreciation near
24 and 16,
which is 40 together.
Yep.
Right. So 40%, almost $100K swing.
Yep.
Our average median price point went from 280 to like 4.25. Right, which is still very affordable compared to rent in other parts of the country.
Right.
Right. So I'm going to wait until the home price of homes go down. Well, actually, let's think about that. Let me help you out because we have our finger on the pulse. We do this every day. There's not a day of the week we're not talking about buying a home or at an inspection or negotiating. 50 minutes in. Thank you, producer Rob. So if you want a lower price, we can do that right now, right? Wait for home prices to go down. We just gave you all the reasons why home prices are going up. It's simple economics 101. Yeah. Supply and demand. What happens when there's low supply and high demand, Brooke?
Low supply
and high demand.
Hold on, I was texting an agent about something.
About a low price and high demand.
What happens to toilet paper when there's a hurricane coming?
Oh. Yeah.
Right. Prices go up.
It goes way up.
And what happens when there is low demand and high supplies?
It goes opposite.
Yeah. So, hello, it's economics. I don't even have to spell the word. Know how to spell the word economics, right? You waiting, the prices aren't going to go down. Wait for what? Oh, there's going to be a crash. What do you mean there's going to be a crash? You know how much equity in their homes right now?
Right.
Because they went up 100-something thousand.
Yeah.
We have people, if they get behind in their home and in their pre-foreclosure, they probably have $100,000 equity. The only people that got hurt are the people that bought 2 years ago.
True.
You know, but even then, it still doesn't mean we can't look at the numbers, because you can make it up on the home you're buying.
Yep.
And maybe we break her out of it, because, you know, if I'm representing you, our team is representing you buying and selling, we're going to wiggle. We got some wiggle room.
Yeah.
So we're going to figure out, let's just look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. People do.
That's right. Just look at the numbers. Become informed.
So don't be scared. You know, just have a conversation with your agent. Have a conversation with your lender. Knowledge is power. I mean, what's the worst thing that happened? Like, it doesn't work out?
A lot of times when people see, and we get on three-way, which we do all the time with the buyer and Christina, most people, they want to know what that payment looks like a month. Once they know that,
love is.
that's really what they care about for the most part.
I want you to show
how
me.
much monthly they're coming out of pocket.
That's it.
Yep.
You know, we never lose that loving feeling, because we're gonna show you the love and save you the money. Knowledge is really truly power. That's all. It just starts with the conversation. But if you'll never know if you don't know.
You need to remove the uncertainty. Then
that's such it, and that's what it is. Is people, they kind of freeze up when they get close to like needing to make a decision.
Yeah.
And we like to just slow it down. Like, okay, maybe it doesn't make sense. You tell me why. I always like to do this because, as you can see, I talk a lot, right? And I can keep going and going and going. But usually, and Brooke's kind of seen me do this before. Well, she's also seen the opposite. But where if I'm going to jump on with a client before I just railroad them with information, I'll start by saying, before we get started, I want to make sure that you don't have any questions first. And it's okay if you don't. I'll just get right into it and give you the lay of the land, right? But I always ask them that first for a few different reasons, right? One, I want to gauge where they are. And then I don't want to sit here and like go have a 30-minute conversation about something they already know.
Right.
Right. So that's always what I do anyway. But most of the time, I mean, people don't really necessarily have the knowledge. And, well, I've bought 20 homes. Okay. But have you bought a home in the last week or month or this year? Mm-hmm. Things have changed. It's a different time.
Yeah.
So with all due respect, right? So we do this day in and day out. We never blank. You know, we are selling homes every day, you know, hundreds a year, hundreds of family, thousands closed. So, I mean, we know a thing or two, right? So, because we're doing it on a daily basis by the minute. Yeah. We have near 20 agents on the team. They're all out there right now showing homes right now. I mean, Brooke will be up after she puts the baby down until 10:30 at night writing offers. Last night she was, you know.
No, the night before,
She's probably on the phone with you.
Probably.
And I'm in bed sleeping.
Oh no, actually, that I was on with another lender, but
yeah,
we were writing an offer at 10:30 at night. That was true.
But you know, we love what we do, but it's so much easier when if we didn't have these partnerships, and one, it gives the client the edge, but it happens faster, smoother. They get a better deal. There's less. It's already a roller coaster, and it can be stressful, but we manage that stress for you,
right?
Because there's a lot of preventative maintenance that we can do. We know what to look out for. We know what to do because we have good instincts, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like, if you listen, I can just and I was telling the story of these brand new agents. Every expert's born a beginner. Brooke said the same thing. I remember the first meeting I said, I'm like, what? You know, and I remember that too. And I left the car business after 20 years as a general manager running dealerships, an industry expert, an authority, if you will. And I came here and I'm like, I don't know if I can do this, you know, but I love this music. Producer Rob, I'm going to rock. Yeah. And that's what we do. We just kick ass and rock and save you tons of money. I mean, we're just good at what we do. And if you're an agent out there if you're an experienced agent and you just want to get busier and make more money, we have more than enough leads to talk to. Matter of fact, we've got many of unanswered leads in there that are craving some good follow-up, I would say. And if you're a brand new agent, there's nowhere else that you can go to enjoy the ride that you're going to ride here because of the experience and the leads. We aren't throwing you to the wolves. I mean, we are the wolf, right? and we're going to be there every step of the way holding your hand, and you're going to have the fastest trajectory to a successful career.
That's so
and
true.
if you are a consumer buying or selling, I mean, we look good. We negotiate better than the rest of them. We have a lot of experience. I mean, what am I missing, Brooke? And we're funny.
We're funny.
And we like a good time.
And we're always available. I mean, well.
Yeah.
When we shouldn't be, but we're available.
Always. But we're efficient too.
Yeah, we are.
Right? I mean, the thing about it is I can tell too many stories to count where clients have been out a year and a half, and then we can take them out. And I had a guy on a podcast. He was a veteran for over a year. He was looking for homes, and he gave up and was finally going to rent. And this is during the time when there are multiple offers everywhere. And they told him not to use his VA loan. The VA loan is the strongest loan product on the market with the highest level of success rate. Over 98% of them close, higher than conventional, higher than FHA. It is bad to the bone, higher than any of them. And the Department of Veterans Affairs want them to have that loan. And plus, these are people that are disciplined with good ethics and morals. So they have higher credit scores. They have more money in the bank. They are better disciplined, right? So, I mean, they're actually a better caliber of buyer anyway. They just earn the right to have 100% financing and no MI.
Right.
It doesn't mean it's a deal that's going to fall apart,
Right.
So I took them out in 24 hours, showed them 5 homes. We wrote an offer on one, multiple offers, and closed.
And it was in a multiple offer situation.
Yep.
2021. Yeah.
So, I mean, experience does matter because we're not chasing our tails. And so just for you consumers out there, remember that because you're going to enter into a representation agreement with an agent. Just make sure it's the right agent. And audience, please listen. If you find yourself with the wrong agent and you've entered into one of those agreements, don't let that agent tell you that they can't get you out of it. Or if you want to just date a little bit, right, and not marry your agent, this is what you do. There's what's called a BBA, a brokerage buyer agency agreement. Just tell them, you know what, just give me 2 weeks or 30 days. Like, I don't, like, listen, we are so confident. Like, yeah, we might write it for 12 months, but like, okay, I'll write it for 2 weeks. I'll write it for 30 days. We're that good.
Yeah.
We'll get you home in 2 weeks.
Yep.
No big deal. Like, you don't need to date me first. I'm a pretty good first date, right? You'll want a second one, believe me, and a third and a fourth. You might want to marry me. Who knows? So the point of it is, audience, buyers, don't worry about this agreement because I'm not signing anything. Well, technically, you're supposed to sign something, right? Whether it's a touring agreement. And I should preface by saying, these sellers out here in this 2 years ago, they did this whole thing, the lawsuit and everything. The sellers already have a pre-negotiated agreement with the listing agent's brokerage of our compensation that they're paying us as a buyer's agent. Yeah. So you don't have to pay our compensation. They're going to pay it for us, and we're going to negotiate that. And even if it's a seller that says, I'm not going to pay it all, we'll figure out a way to get it anyway. Don't you worry. So don't think that you need to work with the listing agent so you don't have to pay us. You're just going to pay him twice and not get the representation. Because that listing agent was hired by the seller and works for the seller and has a fiduciary duty to the seller, not to you. So you miss out on the competitive edge on the lending, the title relationships, the inspector relationships, the insurance relationships, the inspection, the appraisal, all of our transaction coordinator, the team manager, me, the team leader, all of us, the big giant team behind you. It's not just one agent that probably didn't sell anything last year.
Right.
We're closing hundreds.
Yeah, it's a huge difference in their experience.
So audience and folks, you don't need to talk to that listing agent, right? Talk to the buyer's agent. If you want to sign a minimum agreement, just tell them. I mean, I hope it's us. Give us a call, 813-703-0683.
813-774-0328.
You got your own number? Go ahead.
352-659-6812.
Solicitors, beware. We know where you live. So in all seriousness, just have a conversation with us. If you ever have any questions, if you're in an agreement right now you want out of, and you're not happy, you don't have to settle or suffer, right? Give us a call. right? Yep. Or if you're not quite sure, just do a shorter term agreement, right? I mean, and that's all I got to say about that, Jenny. I'm not a smart man, Jenny, but I can close some homes.
You can do it.
You sure can.
Rob, what are we in? We're right at a power hour, 60 minutes. I mean, you guys didn't let me get a word in edgewise.
I know. We're so sorry.
Chatty Cathy's.
Shimmy Christmas. Okay, in closing, so Christina, give us some words of wisdom. Take us out with some words of wisdom, whether it's mortgage related, life related. I mean, you had a good time, right?
I had a great time. Thank you so much for having me.
We got to do it again. It's because I don't think we covered everything that we should have, but go ahead.
Words of wisdom. I'm going to just play off of what you said. Knowledge is power. Information is key for you to be able to make a decision. Don't be afraid. Relieve your uncertainty by learning what the real numbers are, because like Jason said, numbers don't lie.
It's the information highway, right?
I like information highway.
That's it. Just buckle up, drive fast, take chances.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, well, you know what's so great? I think we have...
I have one other thing I missed.
I felt a lot funnier today because Rob, we got some built-in laugh tracks here because these ladies have great laughs, and I think we had a lot of laughs. We have some built-in laugh tracks. But go ahead.
Oh, best team ever.
Best team ever.
Best negotiator. Words of wisdom, if you're a real estate agent, check out the McIntosh group.
Well, thank you. And by proxy, you'll be checking out Christina Waggoner with First Option Mortgage as well, our go-to. And I did kidnap these ladies today. I held them against their will, but they were very gracious. What do you call it? I'm the kidnapper.
You're the kidnapper.
Kidnappees. So, our hostages. They were gracious hostages. That's the word I was looking for. Brooke.
Hostages need to be fed.
The Hammer team, man. I know I'm hungry. Let's go get some to eat afterwards. So, Brooke, take us on home with some words of wisdom. Words of wisdom.
So, I always say the two most important key things when buying a home, when purchasing a home, is one, who your real estate agent is.
Yes.
And two, who is doing your loan, because it can make or break.
That's it. It's a 1-2 power punch. Well put, well said. On that note, but wait, there's more. Stay tuned next time. Who knows what we're going to get into? And it all happened right here at 4890 West Kennedy Boulevard, Suite 100. Urban Center right here in West Shore. The McIntosh Group, The Real Mac Moves, Christina Waggoner with the First Option Mortgage. I'm going to give you a joke on the way out, right? So I was watching this reel, and I always love the reels where they get pulled over and they're wasted, right? So not that I condone drinking and driving. I mean, please don't. But so the officer says, "Ma'am, how much did you have to drink tonight?" And they always say nothing, right? So he goes, "Do me a favor. I need you to step out of the car. And I need you to go ahead and recite the alphabet, starting with the letter M." Do you know what the answer was? So how would you do if I asked you the same thing?
N?
No, starting with the letter M.
Starting with...
Yeah, I want you to recite the alphabet starting with the letter M.
So I would start from M and go to
Correct.
the end.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, go ahead. You're drunk.
No.
You're drunk, you're wasted.
MNOPQRS.
No. Malphabet. That's how she answered. The Malphabet.
The Malphabet.
The Malphabet. I thought that was genius. I laughed my ass off.
Smart.
I fell out of my chair.
Did the drunk lady say that?
She said that. Malphabet. He said recite the alphabet starting with the letter M. And she said Malphabet. She's not wrong on that.
No, she's not.
And that's where I'm going to close.
Perception.
Ossifer, Malphabet.
I like it.
So, cheers. Drive fast, take chances, but you may want to get an Uber if you got to recite the alphabet. So, it's been a good time. I hope you've had a good time, and we will catch you next time. See you. Peace.